This is Sara Chatham. Is there an association between previous lower extremity injuries, which we almost just had one, and functional testing in a recreationally active population? Her program is the Master of Science in Athletic Training, and her faculty advisor is Monica Leininger.
I want you to try and think of a sport that doesn't require any of your lower extremity to be used. Lower extremity includes your hip, glutes, quads, hamstring, knee, your entire lower leg, ankle, and foot. It's hard, right? Well, it seems appropriate then that over the span of 16 years, the NCAA recorded over half of the injuries that were reported were injuries of the lower extremity. Functional testing has been shown to be one method in determining the level of risk an athlete may be at for sustaining a lower extremity injury. There are multiple functional tests out currently that have data to support their use. However, there are two newer functional tests that have limited data. My research is on these two newer tests, the single leg hip bridge and single leg wall sit. These two tests put athletes in positions where their lower extremity muscles, ligaments, and tendons are highly stressed while we measure the testing outcomes. The single leg hip bridge measures how many repetitions one can perform of a bridge until they are fatigued. The single leg wall sit measures how long one can perform that position until proper form is lost. There is current evidence that suggests that previous injury is a strong risk factor for sustaining future lower extremity injury. My research will not only compile these normative data on these two functional tests, but will also see if there is any association between previous injury and the test scores collected. Ultimately, these two tests have the potential to be used in an athlete's pre-participation exam in order to help identify those who are at a higher risk of lower extremity injury. By pre-screening these athletes, we can help healthcare providers to help implement intervention strategies as well as, by pre-screening these athletes, there is potential that we can help lessen the healthcare economic burden as well as allow healthcare providers such as athletic trainers, physical therapists, and physicians to decrease the risk of future lower extremity injury. Thank you.